Welcome everybody to the raid. I am Riptide, and this is my friend here, ZookoFlame. How are you, friend?
What's up, Riptide, ZookoFlame, and Aquatik community? What's up, it's ZookoFlame. First appearance on the channel. I'm happy to be here with everybody.
I mean, first guest overall for the raid, so I think it's just beyond exciting to even meet you a little bit more. We were joking before we got started here, and I'm jacked. I'm super jacked to have you on.
Yeah, man, I'm super psyched to be here. You know, it's a great experience. Be the first one, especially, and I get to rep this jersey and meet all the people of the community and see where it goes.
Can I admit how Jelly League I am that I don't have one of those jerseys?
Yeah, I mean, it took a while to get here, so you better order it now if you want it here by October.
That's beyond true. All right, so one of the questions I think I want to ask everybody coming on the raid here is, how did you discover Aquatik?
I was on Instagram one day, or maybe even Facebook, and I just saw it pop up, and then I clicked on it, and I was like, wow, this is a great opportunity for me, myself, and anyone else who really wants to get involved in the gaming community. I saw it as a great opportunity, and I took a shot, and here I am today on the first raid.
That's awesome. And how have you been enjoying Aquatik, or what does it mean to you, and what have you done so far with it?
Right now, it's pretty much my life. I put my life into it because it's helping me in ways unimaginable. And I've been meeting a lot of cool people. You know, a lot of other people have been meeting people to play with, game with, and even maybe hang out outside of the community. I don't know, because we're not supposed to hang out with each other, but it's just kind of setting me on like a good path to meet other creators and gamers who all kind of like share the same goals as myself.
Let's talk some games, man. That's what we all love. We all love games. What, Zuko, what is your favorite game of all time?
Of all time, I would have to say Black Ops 2, just because of all the memories I have in that game growing up. We used to play that game for hours when we didn't have money for Xbox Live. So I kind of grew to love it over time, playing Survival on Town and Transit, just with my cousin, just trying to see if we can make it to like round 60. That's got to be my favorite game.
They just keep coming and coming.
Yep.
Are you still an Xbox guy, or have you moved to PC? What is your main platform?
I was originally an Xbox guy, but I switched to PC because I had to sell my Xbox to buy an Elgato Stream Deck.
Okay, that's.
So I sacrificed it.
We've got one of those right over there too, so we completely understand. I'm still, even though I'm repping the PlayStation jersey right now, I would say nowadays I'm actually more primarily an Xbox guy more than anything. I love how many services they have, but even then, they're all coming over the PC too. So a PC is an Xbox nowadays.
That's really true. Honestly, the things that you can do with it, I mean, I like too that they're linked with Windows PC, so you can kind of implement the game bar. Like when people say like PlayStation's better, then I'm always just like, well, what about the game bar? That's one really big factor that kind of sets the differences, because we have game bar. We can literally clip and share straight to our Xbox accounts, or stream from our PC straight to Mixer, or stream from Xbox straight to Mixer when Mixer was still a thing. So I feel like Xbox kind of overall has it over. Yeah, Mixer. Rest in peace, Mixer.
R.I.P. or RIP. Yeah, we only have really just a few more. Was it 22nd? I think Mixer's going down, so we'll probably have to grab maybe some Mixer streamers and highlight them on maybe the last few days they have left, unfortunately. I wonder how that integration with Facebook's going to work now. I'm not sure.
Well, what I've heard is a lot of the Mixer streamers are going to Twitch now, and I heard through the grapevine that Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, and Shroud are trying to start their own streaming platform. It's called Brime. They're like looking into this new platform or something. I don't know about it that much, but that's what I heard.
So I heard Brime was almost like a code rumor name, because they were trying to, because of Amazon Prime, then Brime, and so they're just trying to stir it up. But I heard they've been in talks with Spotify. Spotify's been wanting to do a Spotify gaming streaming channel, and apparently they're doing it in conjunction with Google because Google's been after Spotify forever. So I'm wondering, and the rumor is that it's supposed to be like the elite players, like only contractual players. We'll have to see.
Well, I mean, that's good opportunity for them. But what about the low level streamers that are trying to come up? You know, they don't always think about this, so it's kind of like they need to make something for everyone, or maybe just for low level streamers to grow on and maybe get to that level. I feel like.
Oh, I agree. I think we should just take over Twitch. I say go ahead and go. This will be our platform. This will be like, it's literally going to be like Twitch for / Aquatik and all other peeps. So
I think Twitch Aquatic. We could change it to like the Ocean TV or something.
Ocean TV,
something like
Neptune.
that.
I see you over there. Can you write that down for me? Now.
Oh, my camera fell.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. Technical difficulties in the stream, guys. Okay, it's gonna be a really bad angle now.
That's okay.
Now it's this angle. You can't see the Aquatic anymore, but it fell because it's hot glued to the wall. That's just how that's how it has to be right now.
So here's another question I like to ask people when I meet them and they tell me they're gamers. And what is your earliest memory as a gamer?
All right, let's get a little deep right here. My father passed away when I was 6 years old. My earliest gaming memory was playing Crash Bandicoot with him on the PlayStation original.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's that. And then when they remastered it, I was even more hyped to play it. I still haven't gotten the chance to play it.
Did you guys, both of you, were you able to get through all the games? Have you played multiple of them too?
It was just this one. I don't even remember which one it was. I was so young, I can't remember. But I remember playing it, but I don't really remember which one it was. Like I didn't really know much about gaming. I just would play for fun.
Yeah.
That's my earliest memory.
It's also to with my father is my earliest. Actually, the earliest memory, just as a person in general, is, and I've told it before, is of my father and my older brother and I playing Atari 2600, playing Miss Pac-Man and Frogger. I probably had to have been like 3, you know, and so I completely understand. You have a little bit more, obviously, a little bit more sentiment behind it, but I always like to ask people that because I always like to see where their gaming journey starts. So it's cool that you actually started like PlayStation, and then you went to 360, and then. So were you a PS2 guy, or did you get an OG Xbox?
I was a PlayStation 2 guy too. I used to play. I wasn't like a big PlayStation 2 guy though. I would play like Star Wars Battlefront. That was literally the only game I played. Star Wars Battlefront 2. We would play Conquest with the cheat codes on and go crazy. And then I moved. After that was when I moved to the 360, and then I've been with Xbox ever since I switched to PC, like this past year.
So in high school, I think almost every day there was like a group of friends that I had, and what we would do is we would go over to this guy's house. We were all musicians, so we would jam for like an hour or two. His mother would come home from work, and so you got to cut the music. But then she would always make us Hot Pockets, and I think she'd give us like Dr. Peppers, and then we would go straight into his room, and we would play Battlefront 2, Time Splitters. We would whip out the N64, play GoldenEye. I mean, just the classic shooters of that kind of generation.
Wii a lot. I used to play like the James Bond games on the Wii back with the nunchucks, and you had both of them. And like now, I just barely got my hands on a Switch like a couple weeks ago, and I've been playing like with that little tiny thing, and I'm like, well, that's how people play Smash now. Like that's how people play Mario Kart now. I'm used to both of the things, so it's crazy how much gaming has evolved over the years from what I remember. Because I've never been really a super big gamer until like the past couple years. Like I've been playing World of Warcraft since 2009, but I was never like a huge gamer like I am now.
Was that the turning point when you started playing WoW?
Yeah, that's what got. I mean, I guess I was a PC gamer without even realizing it, but.
I keep getting told I'm a PC player who plays console.
Nice.
Nice. I think for me, I had like two transitional games playing because I was very, very casual as a kid, where it was just, kids kind of play a little bit. We do a little bit of everything. It's not until you like become like a teen that you start kind of like, oh, I really like this. And Final Fantasy X for me was like the first step of like, oh wow, like I didn't realize games had stories and like were this big. And then I was living with a friend of mine, and again I was still casual. I would play the Final Fantasies, play wrestling games, but he was like, "You ever played Fallout?" No, I don't even know what that is. He's like, "Let me show you." And all of a sudden, it was that moment where I was like, "I'm a gamer." Like I didn't know a world could be that big, and then I started getting into other genres, and it just took off.
I just barely saw Fallout for the first time like 2 days ago. My cousin was playing Fallout 4, and I was like, oh, this is it. Like it was crazy. Like they were like freezing people, and like I was like, whoa, what's going on? He was playing the campaign, and I was like, this game looks pretty cool. Like I'm like juggling like 7 different games right now, because I was literally just a Modern Warfare and like World of Warcraft dude till like the past year, and then someone talked me into getting Sea of Thieves, and then Nep showed me how to play it, and then like now I'm playing
Oh,
like
did you go
Valorant
on
and Fortnite.
the what do you call it? The Athena with them?
We went on Athena, me, Ultra Thub, and Spig Wicket went on an Athena with Nep. It took us like 3 or 4 hours, and I learned how to sail. I learned how to read the map, all in like one shot. And then now I've been grinding it for Pirate Legend.
You're gonna make
So
everybody jelly saying that you have to play a game with Nep. I don't even
hey,
play
well,
games with Nep.
hey, right place, right time.
That's more than true. So you said you're playing a lot of games. What have you been playing?
Right now, I play Paladins,
Okay.
but I like to switch it up and play some Call of Duty. I'll grind Sea of Thieves in the background and play COD, and then when I get to like an island, I'll like park the boat and then get back in my COD game at the same time. So I try to like multitask those, and then I
Insane.
got Fortnite that I've been playing. That's probably why my computer crashes all the time, honestly.
Because you just have multiple.
Just multiple things running. I have an alpha key for this game called Rogue Company. It's coming out, I think, in December. Um,
Are you allowed to talk
Still an
about it at
alpha.
all, or?
We could talk about it, but we're not allowed to share pictures, videos, nothing like that. It's a third-person shooter. It's kind of how I would describe it is CS:GO, Valorant, and Fortnite in one. But you can't build walls. Kind of just the dynamics of the game.
Okay.
Valorant in the sense where you buy your loadout every match, but you get to keep it regardless of if you die or not. So that's pretty cool. And then it's pretty much 4v4 search and destroy after that.
Actually, that sounds pretty. I'm actually maybe it's just because it's something new, but I'm pretty psyched for Ubisoft's new HyperScape. I think looks really cool. Where you have you have a team of three.
I got into one game, but then my
Oh,
computer
did you?
crashed. Spig Wicket has been playing that game. He knows about it. I got into the tech test and I played one game and my computer crashed out, so I didn't get to enjoy it.
Oh, it's a
But I heard it's
shame.
a really good game.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've been from what people are allowed to say. It seems actually pretty incredible. But also, it's like the same, almost like you were saying with the other game. It's like the same, but it's also different. It's doing something still fresh enough that it separates itself, that it doesn't just get clumped up next to Fortnite or PUBG or something.
Yeah, it's still separate from the rest of them, and it's kind of that they have to do that now. I feel like because games are so similar, they're kind of all adapting the same styles, like battle passes now. I noticed like a lot of games rely on battle
Everywhere.
passes, which are okay. I mean, I love battle passes, but like, which one do I want to buy? Do I want to buy one for every game and grind every single one, or focus on one game? It gives you a lot of options.
I'm happy that we see that these companies, like with a battle pass or some sort of season pass, but it's not just one. It's multiples in that it's not like you invest all this money into skins or some sort of currency just to lose it. It continues on, and so
So instead
I
of
like seeing that.
resetting, I'm sorry. Instead of resetting is what you're saying, right? Every
Correct.
every season.
I know,
Okay.
like in Fortnite, like you go back down to one, but I'm okay with the grind as long as I get to keep my skins. But like if I go from Destiny 1 to 2 and you're telling me my currency doesn't come over, come on. Like
I don't even know what that means 'cause I never even played Destiny. I'm still expanding my horizons when it comes to finding new games. So it's like that's why I like being part of Aquatik as well, because there's so many people that play so many games. Like I'll be playing with people and they'll be like, "Oh, have you played this game?" I'm like, "No," and then I'll download it, and now I'm playing a new game, and I have 8 games or 9 games on the list of games that I can barely find enough time to play.
Oh, 100%. I'm always the guy. I'm always the guy where somebody's like, "You want to play Overwatch?" I'm like, "I'm in the middle of Last of Us."
I think I've played that one.
Oh, I love it. Actually, leading up to Last of Us 2, I played through The Last of Us, the DLC, and I even played some of their online too. It was fantastic. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played.
Wow, I'll have to check it out completely.
It's incredible. I will say, if you have to like a story-based game. So if you played other Naughty Dog games, well, more current, obviously, Crash Bandicoot is a departure from Uncharted or Last of Us, but Last of Us has the best hand-to-hand combat I've ever seen in a game, ever. And it's gruesome on a different level, to where like Doom, you're blown away like zombies or demons, and it's all cartoonish and bloody. But in Last of Us, you're 2 humans going at it, and you're literally like hitting this guy, and you're like, oh my god, you're literally just beating this guy to death.
I was watching my cousin play that game last night. I was like, okay, now it sounds really familiar. So I looked it up. Yeah, I was watching him play it last night while I was falling asleep.
How can you fall asleep to Last of Us?
It was like 4 in the morning.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I was already done for.
Well, cool, man. We got. I would say we'll have. See, it looks like we maybe got another 5 minutes before we'll look at some chats, and then we'll raid you. What else would you like to leave the folks with that you want to share with everybody?
I notice a lot of people are worried about making leagues and making creators. How can I do it? What to do? And my advice for everyone is to just give it your all always. Don't ever give up. Always believe in yourself. And if you don't make it your first try, you have to keep trying. There's so many days where I sat and I stopped streaming for like 3 days when I first started, and I just gave up completely because I wasn't motivated to do it because I kept failing. But you have to fail to succeed. So my advice is just don't give up. That's all I gotta say. Don't give up, and you'll see big results.
I 100% agree. I think I mean, sometimes failure is the best like tool for learning, and just through different jobs or different activities, you don't, or if you're in sports or in esports, you're not always going to win, but if you lose, you can look back and go, oh, we didn't do this. This is why we lost. Here's how I become better. And I think every industry is like that. I used to be a performing musician, and you start out as the opening band, and you have almost nobody show up for you, and then the final band has this big, a bigger audience, and by the time I was done, I was the last band. And so I think that happens here. So a lot of people that are new to this and are getting started with leagues, they may be the starting band. And sometimes people progress slower and faster than others too. But I agree with you. Keep your head up. There's never not going to be opportunities here for you.
We're always willing to help you guys. Even as a creator, if you guys want help creating or figuring out how to take the next steps to better your content, we're always here to help. Not just me. A lot of us are always there to help. Watching the Discord, you can DM us. You can, all that stuff. We're here to help everyone. Everyone's helping each other. It's that's what a community is supposed to be.
I agree. And by the way, I've seen everybody's videos starting to come in for this month that we're gonna post on our YouTube channel, and they're incredible. I'm like super excited to actually start getting these out to everybody. That way we can start getting your channel where you want it to be. That's okay.
Working on it for the past couple days. It's just kind of like I'll make a video and then I'm like, I don't like this one, and then I'll just hit the delete, don't even look back, and then start fresh. Just
24
I'll
hours
have like
worth of
2
work,
hours.
delete.
Yeah, exactly. 2 hours worth of gameplay down into like a 7-minute video, and then I'm like, and then like 2 hours of editing. All right, delete, restart. Can't hold on too tight to those things,
100%.
Get that perfect content.
All right, Zuko. I want to thank you for being on. Do you want to pimp out your channels real quick for us before you go?
I want to what? Pimp them out? Oh, follow
Yes,
me on
sir.
twitch.tv/ZookoFlame. You guys are going to be heading into a raid real short after this. I'm also ZookoFlame on all other social media platforms except for Snapchat. And I will see you guys next time or at my channel. Thank you guys for having me here. I'm so honored to be the first guest on the raid.
All right, brother. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see you in about 5.
All right.
All right, see ya.
Peace out.
Just trying to get me a. Yeah, I don't see any. Don't see any chat there, buddy. Regardless, so I appreciate everybody for coming by. I'm sorry I can't really see the chat. I thought we were going to throw up on the screen here. All you can see is my beautiful Razer logo here. So we're going to check to see, is Zuko online over there, Mr. Producer? Sorry, I didn't get the chat to you guys. We'll make sure to get that done. All right, everybody. Looks like we are going to Zuko's channel in a matter of seconds. I appreciate everything you guys have done and everything you guys will do. I appreciate everything. And remember, I'm I almost said I'm Neptune. I'm Riptide. And thank you for coming to the raid.